It's always a scene. Look at me all mic'd up. This ain't your average vlog. Every morning I wake up to toys brought to my bed, slipper put on my bed. Oh, there she is. Good morning and thank you for bringing me this slipper. Very nice of you. Appreciate the gifts. There is a reason why I am on a diet right now. In fact, there are a few reasons. The main reason is that I'm going to be having an appearance at the BSM booth at the Olympia on September 16th and 17th. So pop by the booth, come see me. So I'm going to be in a booth wearing a skimpy little outfit, and there will be other people in the booth who are actually getting on stage competing in bikini competitions. So that being said, yes, I am going to tighten up a bit because, well, I'm just as human as you are, and everybody's staring, everybody's taking pictures with me. So I want to go in there and present a better version of myself. Of course I do. Now, I also want to say there's another reason why I am happy that I've lost a few pounds, and that's because it's improved my performance. I've noticed that my gymnastics has significantly improved. I'm lighter, so it's easier to do more pull-ups, more push-ups, to do the handstands. So I can see how this is actually ameliorating my performance. And you know what? I'm not saying diet in the terms of, oh, I'm severely restricting my calories, because I'm not. What I did is I cleaned up my diet. Before I was eating a little bit too much junk. Even though I follow the 80-20 rule, what happens is sometimes it opens the food floodgates, and before you know it, your 80-20 rule becomes a 50-50 rule. So I was eating too much food that wasn't really fueling my tank properly. I mean, it was like me pissing into a gas tank. What's that going to do for my performance? Not much. So now that I'm properly fueling myself, well, that has definitely improved my physique and my performance. The only thing that's bothering me is that I'm constipated. And that's something that always happened to me when I was competing, because when you're eating a lot of vegetables and lean protein, it bugs you up. So I'm adding more fiber to my diet, and hopefully that'll get my ish together, literally. I'm going to be at the BSM booth at the Olympia September 15th through 18th in Vegas. I hope to see you there. This is the outfit I'll be wearing at the BSM booth. So I was 145 pounds when I started this diet in the last vlog. If you haven't seen that vlog, go watch it. Progress update: since I cleaned up my diet, I've already shed a good 5 pounds of water. Feeling a lot better. Coco weighs 8.6 pounds. So it's September 4th, and I just weighed myself, and I'm up 2 pounds compared to yesterday. This has bad news written all over it. Ugh. So you cannot go up there. Careful, careful. No. Okay, so I'm glad this happened, that I went up a few pounds, because I don't want you to get the impression that every single time I get on the scale, I have success. I'm glad that happened, not the Coco incident, but I'm glad you saw that my weight went up, because I don't want you to think that every time I stand on the scale, my numbers go down and I'm always successful, and the success is what motivates me, because that's far from the truth. In fact, if you let success motivate you with anything you do in life, that's a loser's attitude, and you're going to get nowhere fast. The key to success, the secret sauce to success, is consistency. So I know full well that there's going to be days when my weight goes up and days when it goes down. I mean, today it's up, who knows why? Maybe I had more carbs, so I put on some water weight. Maybe it's that time of the month. Maybe I have to go poop. So I'm not going to let one outcome on one day make me have a defeatist attitude. Lately, this is what I've started doing, and I recommend you do it too. When you get into bed at night, ask yourself, hey, did I do a good job today? And guess what? You, deep down inside, know the answer to that question. And by the way, while we're in here, don't be fooled by the lighting. Watch what happens when I move to a different location. Where did my abs go? Anybody who's done fitness modeling knows exactly how to stand and where to stand in order to create a souped up version, an amazing avatar for themselves. So don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Today I'm talking about bench step-ups so that you won't hurt your knees. Beginners should start with a stool, and then you can add some dumbbells. And when you get comfortable with that, you can start to use higher benches, higher boxes. So my core is tight and my bum is engaged. So what does that mean? It's almost as if I'm using my bum to pull the stool backwards. The knee is not going to move forward. It's going to stay right here, And I'm going to use that bum and that core and fling it up. And then come back down, toe, heel, drop. Pow. Do 3 sets of 10 per leg. Do this 3 times a week, and before you know it, you're going to have much healthier, stronger, less cranky knees. The key to doing this without hurting your knees is not to use your knees, if that makes any sense. Just think of your knee as a hinge joint. Everything else, as in this stuff here, it's doing the work. So the first thing I do is I'm going to engage my core and I'm going to activate my bum. So it's almost as if I'm bringing the whole box this way, just using my bum. Now remember, we're not using the knee. It's just a hinge. So I'm going to use this and my core, and I'm going to drive it up, pow. And I'm going to go into full hip extension at the top, full knee extension. And then I'm going to slowly lower down. And notice how I land on the ball of my other foot to cushion the blow, and then I settle down. What I used to do, and it caused me a lot of knee pain, was leaning forward and putting all this force on my knee and making my quad and the whole knee do everything. And that was why I had so many issues. So the key when we're doing this is to not let that knee come forward. So let's watch and see if I can pull this off. Now I'm still working on this, and I want you to work on this too. In fact, post it on your Instagram and tag me. Pow. How's it looking? What do you think? Comment below. Let me know how I look. Pow. Pow. Coco's in a shark. Can you see her? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Can you see it? Can you see it? How about now? So my mold for making protein chocolate bars arrived in the mail from Amazon, the website, not the rainforest. I made the chocolate protein bar. That's gorgeous. I can't wait to eat all of this for 250 calories.
This is unbelievable. I'm on a diet and I'm eating a chocolate bar.
I'm not in the mood for a chocolate bar today, so I made, get off, peanut butter cookie.
This one's my favorite.
What's on your nose? Excuse me, you're ruining my vlog. Don't take off my hat. Okay, this brings me to the next vlog topic, which is why I'm getting a kitten. Okay, as you can see, Coco's a very busy lady, and she needs a playmate. I know a lot of you want to know what happened to Rudy. Back in the summer of 2015, I got 2 kittens, brother and sister, Coco and Rudy. Rudy was a flame point Siamese, and I just adored them. They loved playing with each other. And one day I was visiting a friend on November 23rd, 2015, and I went to the gym, and when I got back, my friend had accidentally let Rudy out of the house. Now, I spent 3 weeks hunting for Rudy. Unfortunately, this happened an hour away from where I live. And, you know, it was devastating for me. I went through all the emotions. It's something that you just never get over because there's no closure. I don't know what happened to Rudy. Now, a year has passed, and I feel like I've had some good time to heal. Getting the new kitten is not me trying to replace Rudy, because you can't replace Rudy. Rudy was special. But I realized that I do want to have 2 cats, and I think Coco does need a companion. So it made sense to me to go back to Coco's breeder. She just happens to have 2 cream point Siamese kittens. So I'm going to take one of them. It's a male. And he has the same biological father as Coco. So they're going to be half brother, half sister. But in the meantime, I want to take you to the breeder with me and my mom so you can see the new kitten. So this is the grandpa for Coco and the new kitten. He's a cream point. His name's Sangua. And so that's exactly what this one's going to look like. It's a cream point. Apparently this cat is washing the kittens to get my scent off of the kittens. This is Leela, Coco's mom.
She's a blue cream.
Blue cream. Blue cream.
Yeah, it's actually a blue cream tortie.
Neko is Coco's father and the new kitten's father. Seal point. Okay, so this is the one I'm taking. We're wrapping it in the blanket and we're going to make Coco start smelling it. He's got a mouth on him. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most cumbersome, I'd give this an 8.2. Can you see it? Can you see it? My brand new custom designed Reebok Nano 6s just arrived in the mail. This is my new Reebok outfit, and wouldn't you know it, I just happen to own a sports bra that matches it and socks. Oh, those are my socks, not a penis. So here's the rear view. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yes, I'm loving these pantaloons. They're very compressive. It's almost like wearing a gigantic knee sleeve all over your body. This is the other Reebok outfit I got. I like the tights. They don't feel like they're going to fall off. And the whole thing to me just looks very sporty, and it's...
Hello.
Today's fitness fashion is from Decor. So if you want to decorate yourself, you can go to bodybuilding.com. That's where I got these suckers. I think they're super cute. It's getting cold here in Canada, so I'm having a nice warm cocoa drink. I heated up some unsweetened vanilla cashew milk in the microwave. I'm going to add these calorie-free chocolate drops. Can you see it? Ah! Another high-quality production at drsarahsolomon.com. It's very good. The other thing that changed my game was not letting aesthetics motivate me anymore. When I gave that up and I started basing everything on my performance, it really changed my entire mindset and it changed my physique. I'm just so much happier and so much better for it. Right now, all I care about is, am I going to be faster on the treadmill this week than last week? Am I going to hold my handstands longer? Are my splits going to be better? Am I going to get one more pull-up and chin-up this week compared to last week? Am I going to be deadlifting more? So these are things that go through my mind now versus, oh my goodness, I'm not as skinny as she is going into the expo. People are going to stare at me and judge me and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. What I care about is having a strong body and having a healthy outlook. If you've been following me since 2008, well, you know that my entire brand was built on how I looked. It was all about my physique. I was a fitness model. I was being judged for my appearance. And in 2016, I decided I had enough of that because it wasn't good for me mentally to be basing everything I was doing on the way I was looking. For starters, the way you look is ephemeral. And second of all, it wasn't doing anything to promote growth for me. So I decided in 2016 that everything would be based on my performance. I think you can agree with me that it's so much healthier to set goals like this. Okay, I want to be able to master the mechanics for the clean and the snatch by January 2017, the splits by October 2016, 10 pull-ups by December 2016. So this, for me, has really motivated me to be consistent. And remember what I told you, consistency is the secret sauce to success. So let me ask you, do you base everything you're doing on how you look? What if you started making it more about performance? It's amazing when your body can start doing incredible things. You know, it makes you realize that your body is amazing. It's so amazing. So don't demote it. Don't be like, oh, it's only about how it looks. Wait until you can see what your body can actually do, and you will feel so empowered. What's really awesome about having goals based on performance and fueling your body is that you can maintain your physique. When it's based on aesthetics, you are trying to defy your genetics all the time, and it's constant restriction, and the result is never stable. It's really difficult to maintain that year-round unless you have really great genetics. I don't have those genetics. And I know most people who follow me have genetics similar to mine, and that's what makes me relatable. I am an endomorph, so I feel that for me, the solution as an endomorph is all about performance-based goals and fueling your goals with decent nutrition. I did it. I did my 5 sprints progressively faster. Incline 2. This is my treadmill graph for fitness, so I have various times versus speed. So I want to improve my fitness across broad time. So these dots better get higher as the months go by. I just did this treadmill workout, and I'm purposely not doing the same workouts twice. And you can see that this week I'm much fitter across broad time compared to last week on the treadmill. I always improve when I measure things. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. So that's why I'm documenting everything I'm doing with fitness and my nutrition. For years, I never got fitter because I was a cherry picker. So what I've done is I've written down all the exercises that I avoid and hate so that I'll do them, and then I chart my progress. What did I do? everything needs to be improved upon at some point. So guess what I improved? I have been spending the past 7 months redecorating my entire brand. I mean entire, like not only redecorating my entire mindset, but also the manner in which I present the entire fat loss fast system. I have completely redone the website. Everything is super organized and logical, and I'm so excited about it. So I want to show it to you and let me know what you think. Here it is, drsarahsolomon.com. So check out the new website. My favorite part is my Team SS. I am so proud of you guys. This is why I do this. It's all about you. And I am thrilled that I can be able to help you. And I'm so thrilled that you let me do what I love every single day. I'm truly grateful for all of you. So I thank everybody who's been following me all along, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for interacting, for being a part of Team SS. Thank you so, so much. Every week in my VIP Facebook group for Team SS, I do this thing called the Damn Dedicated Award. Last week it went to Lori Lynn. This week it goes to Julie. I need a really long nap. That was a lot of work for 7 months, but now I'm excited that I can put my focus onto new things for the brand. I will see you in the next vlog. Coco, what are you doing back there?